But maybe you'll like it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Face Oven. So today in Face Oven, we are going to be making granola. I do have granola bars on my channel, but I made them years and years and years and years ago. But since we are going into summertime, I'm gonna want a bunch of smoothie bowls. I used to think that smoothie bowls were the dumbest thing, but then just a couple of weeks ago, we went to Turkey, and when we went to, well, we just got back from Turkey actually. When we were there, we wanted smoothies so bad, and they had smoothie bowls, and so we had smoothie bowls, and they had granola on top, and I just felt like, I could do this a little bit better. It's not as tasty as I would like to be, and I've made granola before. So we are going to make granola, pretty simple. Now, if you don't have a house full like I do, I have 6 people in my house, and we're all gonna be eating it, and it'll probably go in the next 3 or 4 days. You don't have to use as much, but I'm gonna use 7 cups of, not granola, I'm sorry, oats. You guys can use rolled oats, or you can use quick oats, whatever you wanna use. I feel like both work. So let's start off with 7 cups of rolled oats. So you guys, we're actually gonna start off by making a sauce to slather all over our oats before they go in the oven. We're gonna start off with half a cup of coconut oil, and I added 4 tablespoons of butter. You guys can skip the butter, it's up to you, but y'all know I'm a butter girl. Or you can do butter rather than coconut oil, or you can just do both just like I did. A 1/3 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of either honey or maple syrup. I decided to use maple syrup, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of table salt. Now, you guys can add vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I decided to go with the coconut today because I was feeling coconutty, and honey child, my house smelled amazing as we put our sauce on the fire, over some fire, and we let her simmer, and I stir because you really want the butter to get melted, and you really, really, really want your sugar and cinnamon and coconut flavor all mixed in really, really well. You guys can go ahead and get your whisk out if you want to stir it really well that way. I just used my spatula, and I took it slow, and I just continued to stir because I wanted everything mixed in really, really well. So our fire is set to about medium low, you guys. Once we pull our sauce off the fire, we're gonna let her sit and cool down for a good 15 to 20 minutes before we slather her onto our oat. My house smells incredible. Okay, so we have our 7 cups of oats, and we are getting ready to pour everything on. We're gonna stir it together. So our sauce is nice and cool, and we're just gonna pour. I put about half of our sauce onto our oats, and I stirred. Now you're gonna wanna get your oats extremely coated, you guys. So stir, stir, stir. And then I add the second half once I stirred for a bit, and then I continue to stir, stir, stir. Now at this point, I'm going to add sliced almonds, chopped pecans, and pumpkin seeds. I roasted my pumpkin seeds before I added them. You don't have to. Now a lot of people like to add their nuts afterwards, but I like to add mine into my oats and all the sauce. That way when I get ready to put everything in the oven, it's nice and it roasts everything. I love roasted nuts. It's just amazing. So a 1/2 cup of sliced almonds, a 1/3 cup of pumpkin seeds, and a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. You can add more. Everything is completely up to you guys on how much nuts you want to add to yours, or if you don't want to add them at all. So at this point, I hope you guys have your oven set to 325 degrees. And we are going to spread our oats all over our uncooked granola anyway, all over our cookie sheet, our baking sheet, and we're gonna spread her evenly. Like, you want a thin layer, you guys, because you want her to bake evenly. Then we're gonna put like a little rectangle right in the middle. That rectangle in the middle, it makes our oats cook so much more evenly, just perfectly, you guys. And we are going to add her to the oven, and we're gonna bake on one side for 15 minutes. You're gonna pull her open, and you're gonna stir, and you're gonna bake for another 15 to 20 minutes. At this point, you guys, I actually turned my oven down to 300 degrees and bake for another 15 to 20 minutes. It all depends on your oven. If you guys can hear or see, can you hear it? It's so crunchy, you guys. It's like wonderfully crunchy. And it tastes so good. So you guys, I'm not about that stale granola life, so I store my granola in glass mason jars. You can store them for up to 6 months, you guys. Now, if you have a super humid area, you can probably store it for 2 to 3 months, but I can keep my granola for a good 6 months. I hope you guys enjoy this granola. Nice and crunchy and wonderful. I don't know if you guys are texture people, but it's not like crunchy where it hurts the roof of your mouth and your gums and stuff like that, like Cap'n Crunch. But it's like a nice textured crunch that's just absolutely wonderful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the Faith's Oven. And don't forget to use your gift. Share it with the world and use it for God's glory. In the name of Jesus Christ, God bless y'all. Faith's Oven.